Hello. I'm coming to you all again because I want to read something from it's coming from the book quoted by L.G. White, Patriarchs and Prophets. But I want to make one quick thing. I love the African Americans, men and women, and I've never given up on you at all. I want to thank all of those that subscribe to this channel. Well, I have only one subscriber, and I thank God for that. That's what I'm saying. I thank God for that because, excuse me, you as African Americans, whether you're a man or woman, you mean a whole lot to me. And all of my messages is just geared toward putting something positive out there for everybody. Now, those of you who know me have been watching me for maybe quite some time, not as much. I'm not the best YouTuber, but I do believe in trying to be as positive as I possibly can, because if I fail, if I make a mistake in executing this video, all because I'm trying hard in this video, it's just to show you love and concern and care with the things that I'm saying or whatever. If I fail, I'm failing is because I tried to put the right things out here. I tried to let you know, to the best of my knowledge, to the best of my ability, that I care about you all a lot. And I say that if I didn't, I wouldn't waste my time coming on here on YouTube. That is my passion, and I have put that into action. I just want you all to know that. Some of you probably wondering what have he put into action? Buying things and doing things. I'm doing it already, and I'm not just talking it. I'm doing it. So my whole aim and my whole focus is to take my life and put it into my African American community to build a positive role model. Even the new generation of children that's coming on the planet, they need something positive to be able to carry on, because they're going to build a legacy, and they're going to want to have families and children as they get older, and so from the next, say, 50 years from now, we have our young children. Let's say the next 50 years. What kind of state, if we had a choice, us as maybe adults, what kind of position or shape do we want to see our world in as we live to get older and they become older like us? You know what I mean? And if we are still alive and still living on the planet, we want to be able to look back and say, you know what, our young African American generation, them people got it together. And even to now, and that's why the reason why that I'm on here on YouTube is because I am concerned. I know now, with me saying just the African Americans, the reason why I say I'm with the African Americans, because I'm starting in my own home first. You know what I mean? In other words, it's just like a man. He can't. It would be wrong for that. I'm just using this as an example, for him to go out and take care of another family when he has a family that's hungry, and he neglects to feed his biological children and go out and feed, which is nothing wrong with doing that. But what I'm saying is that, understand me, because I don't want nobody to take me out of context. The good must start within the home, because the way that I treat my family it would determine how I would be able to deal. It's like it's like basically like saying, if I can't pass in first grade, how is I gonna be able to pass and go to the second grade if I haven't passed first grade? So my African American people represents first grade. So I need to learn how to pass first grade, which is my African American women, and I need to learn how to pass first grade by dealing the way I deal, and the way and have that first grade love and that care and making sure that the black woman and the black man are safe. When I say black man and woman are safe, I'm talking about providing their needs physically. You know, whatever I can do to help, because I'm that type of person. If I got a piece of bread or whatever, then they got half of it. If I got a sandwich, then they got half of that other sandwich. If I got $1, they got 50 cents. I'm just using this at, you know, that's just the type of person that I am. So that's what I mean by passing first grade. So maybe that's what I would name the video. African, love to my African people. First grade. Love to my African people. First grade. Love to my African people. First grade. So that is what the title of the video would be. Love to my African people. First grade. So yeah, I said I was going to quote something from Ellen G. White from Patriarchs and Prophets. She got some very interesting stuff, and I love reading them. You can read in her literature because you can get a lot of good positive, you can get a positive message out of here. Whatever it is you're reading, you know, whatever it is that you hear me say, I may not be saying everything, I may not be covering everything like you want me to or whatever, and it ain't my fault. It's just that I got to just put my heart and time into just build a better relationship with God, and build a, you know, and learn how to first love God with all my heart. Then once I learn how to love God more and more, which, you know what I mean, and I do believe, I have faith to believe that I'm there. You know, I want to get there, and I want to strive for better and more, and be more professional. You know, but with that being said, with being more professional, I don't want to take and use it the wrong way. You know what I mean? I don't want to use my information the wrong way. You know, because it's good. You can be a smart person, but as I hear people say, you can be a smart dumb person at the same time. If I'm not being wise about what I'm saying, you can be. In other words, it can go both ways. I can be a dumb person, but at the same time, if I knows how to treat somebody, if I knows how to love you, then that's smart. You're smart, because you're not wasting your talent. You're not abusing the gifts that you have. You know what I mean? So I said that. Hopefully you can get something out of it, because I'm trying to make sure that you understand it, because I want to, like I said, I want to put my best into what I'm doing. But love to my African Americans. B, love, I mean not B, but A, love to my African American, passing first grade. First grade, love to my African Americans, first grade. That's what I meant to say. Now, I might have made a mistake there, but that's all right. So that is the reason why that I cherish more right now of the African Americans. Now, let me give you another example since this done came to mind. Let's say you have, my example is, let's say you have 7 children. I'm going to say 7, since that is 7 symbolizes a completion, being complete. If you look in Genesis and you read all throughout the Bible, you see the number 7. 7 represents perfection. 7 represents complete, completion, or whole, or it represents perfect. That's what the word 7. It has so many different examples in the Bible. But I'm going to say 7. Let's say you have 7 children. Now this is a parable. And maybe out of all, let's say 6 of your children, they're good children. Let's say, because of what I'm doing, I'm just breaking down a little bit more, and I want you to understand the reason why I'm saying love to my African American people, period. And because I don't want people to pull a message out of here and pull the wrong message out of this looking on this, on watching this here. I don't want nobody. I don't want children or no one to pull the wrong message out of here. Because I want to do things the right way. When I say love to my African people, I'm going to where the help is needed most. And I know it's spiritual. Everybody is, I know that everybody's important. But here's my point. When I say that, I'm saying if you have 7 children and you have 6 children that are good, they are in college, you ain't got to really worry about them. You don't have to really worry about them going out there harming nobody. You don't have to really worry about them going and really being dishonest out there, maybe taking something from somebody. I'm just using this as an example. But you have your 7th child is doing something bad or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's 6 of them that are good, but the 7th child is not really doing what he's supposed to be doing, or she, or whoever it is you have. And that child is bad in school. They are misbehaving. Wherever you take them, in the store, no matter where you take them, they are misbehaving, and they are just bad, or whatever you want to call it. And you have to just spank them or something like that. And you love all 7 of your children. And let's say you love all 7 of your children, but you have the 7th child is bad. Which one do you think you're going to lean toward and try to help more? You're going to try to help the child that really needs the help. You're not going to, it wouldn't be no purpose for you sitting down with the 1st child, the 2nd child, the 3rd child, and the 4th child, and the 5th child, and the 6th child, trying to tell them what they should be doing is right, because they are already doing what they're supposed to be doing. But you're working with the 7th child more is because the 7th child is the one that's giving you the most problem. Now what I'm saying is that with that being said, does that mean that you love the 7th child more than you love all your other 6 children? Absolutely not. What you're doing, you're taking up the time to with the 7th child to get him is to be better and better. You know what I mean? You want the 7th child to be like your other 6 children, because you would say something like, "Ooh, I wish the 7th child, I wished he was like the rest of them. Lord, I wished he was like the rest of the children. Oh man, he is so bad. She is so bad, man. The rest of them don't give me no problem. So I don't even have to even worry about them." Now, with that being said, if we don't have a spiritual understanding of thinking, and because it is natural for us, it's just embedded in us. Our natural minds, if we are in a carnal state mind, we're going to misinterpret that and be like, well, she or he loved the 7th child more than they love us. You love that child more than you love us. You love the other 6 children. Yes, you do. I see how you be doing. You know what I mean? I'm just giving an example. You love the 7th child, and you baby the 7th child up more attention. You give the 7th child more attention than you give the other 6 children. The other 6 children. You see what I'm saying? You give the 7th child more attention than you do the other 6 children. But what they're doing, they're not understanding that they are not really as bad, or they are not really just giving you the problems. You know what I mean? Like the 7th child is giving you problems. But what I'm saying is that the child that's giving you the problems the most, you're going to take out the time and you're going to work with the 7th child. Not saying you're not going to give them the attention and continue to show your other children, your other 6 children, right from wrong. You know what I mean? You're going to continue to do your job. You know what I mean? But you're going to work with the 7th child a little bit more, And just because you're working with them more, it does not necessarily mean that it limits your love. Your love is equal for all of them. You know what I mean? But it's just like God. God loves us all the same. But He works with the sinner more. Because you remember the scripture in the Bible where He says, that this is where the biblical has to come in at. He says, they that are whole need not a physician, but those that are sick. He said, I have not come to call the righteous to repentance. I have not come to call the righteous. Well, I said it right. I have not come to call the righteous to repentance, but those that are sick to repentance. If you're sick, then there's a reason to go to the hospital. It's because your attention is required more. You know what I mean? Because there's a gap, there's a piece missing there. So what they're going to do doesn't necessarily mean it lessens their love for the other person. It just means that they're working with you more, is because there's a gap that needs to be filled to get you to the point to where your other 6 children are. So all of them can be on the same equal level. You see what I'm saying? So that is the same thing that I'm talking about working in the African American community. And I don't want people to think that I'm coming on here and I'm spreading hate. That is not what I'm doing. The only thing that I'm doing is that I'm going to feel. It's not saying that I don't have love for other race of people, but what I'm saying is that I need to get focused that time and that attention to help build my own black women's and black men to the level and help them be able to. That is my responsibility as a man. Is to help our black women and black men and black children. That is my job. That is what I am, and that is what what I'm going to do, and that is what I'm designed to do, and that is my passion. And I know what I want in life. I'm not confused about what I want. You know how at one time I was confused about myself, and I was when I say about myself, what I mean by that is that I know I'm not confused about what I wanted to do in life. You know what I mean? I'm not confused about what I wanted to do in life. I'm not confused about none of that. I know what I want to do in life. I know what I want. You know what I mean? You know how a lot of people say, well, find yourself and find out what it is that you like to do and what you want to do, and apply it to your life. Just use your talent and use it for good, and do the best that you can. And once you do the best you can, and in other words, practice make perfect. So that is what I believe that I'm going to get to where I need to be. So this is my passion, and this is what I wanted to do, and this is what I am doing. And you know, everybody has a purpose in life. You know what I mean? My purpose is doing what I'm doing. Is to come on here and to let the black men and women know that I have put that into practice when I said I was going to buy things and do things for our African American men and women. And I just want to let you all know that I am doing that. And I'm already doing that because I did it. I've been doing it now for about 4 weeks now. Friday past have made 4 weeks that I have done that, and you know, and I'm gonna continue to keep doing that. Whatever, you know, making sure that our black men and black women have, and make sure that they have something. But anyway, that is the reason why that I focus with the African American community, is because what I wanted to do, like I said, the reason why I'm focusing with us first, because I'm going to where the help is needed most, because I just want to make sure that I help people to understand that I'm not planning, I'm not spreading hate or anything like that. I'm just seeing where the help is needed most. Just like if, let me give you another example. If there's a house on fire, and you got the other 3 houses down the street that's not on fire, but you have the first house that's on fire, and the other houses are not on fire, what use would it make is to go, what sense would it make is to go and pour and shoot your water hose on a house that's not burning? It don't need, it's no need for no water. It's because it's just, you just don't need no water shooting up in the house. If the house is not on fire, so what would be the purpose of going and shooting water a water hose on a house that's not on fire or up in flames of fire. It wouldn't make sense. It would be defeating, and it wouldn't serve the purpose of shooting a water hose on that house. You would be wasting water. You would be wasting time doing that. It's not saying you don't love the people, but they're okay. But you're going to work to where the fire is, where the water needs to be shot at. So you're going to take your water hose and you're going to shoot on the house that needs to be, the fire that needs to be put out. And that is the first house. So you go into that house. So I'm just using that as an illustration to show you the reason why I say that I focus on the African American men and women first. And then once I focus up on the African American men and women and take time and to build that and make sure that our black women and black men are satisfied. Because like me, when I'm at work or wherever I be, I look around, and if I see somebody and they're sad or whatever, my job, I ask them, I say, are you okay? Everything all right? That's just the type of person that I am. And I believe in doing that. You know what I mean? I know sometimes, yes, it can be hard. But I do everything I can and try to think about something positive and try to bring something positive to the table is to put out there and to let the person know that I really love them and I really care about them in that way. So with that being said, I'm going to switch topics right now. And that I got that out the way. And if I can think of anything else, I'll say that and bring it up in the video. Yeah. So in the meantime, if I can think about, if you have any comments or anything about the things that I was just saying, or if you feel that I hit something and I hit home to you, and you feel in your heart or in your mind that you can relate to this here, just feel free to just, if it's anything that you feel like that you want me to talk on or say something a little bit further in whatever it is that you want me to talk about or whatever, just feel free to just leave your comments or any kind of information that I can provide for you all or anything. I will be more willing to put the link in the description box below the video or whatever, you know. But you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google, and I'm all over the place. I have so many different websites that I'm on, and you can find me all over. But I will be here more. You know, I will be here too more since, by the grace of God, more people are commenting on this page, and more people are, you know. Maybe I have one person that doesn't subscribe to me. Maybe they heard something that was interesting that was said. But you, as an African American woman, I would do the same thing for you too. I would buy things and do things for you all as well. I mean, I know that seems a little bit strange for a person as a YouTuber is to come with something like that and say something like that. But I'm sorry, that's just the way I am. That's the type of person that I am. And it makes no sense for me to have a talent and not use it. You know what I'm saying? What good use what good of a use is to have a great talent and you let it go to waste. Exactly. So I don't want it to go to waste. I want to use this talent. You know what I mean? And I love you African American children and men and women, and by the grace of God, you know what? I'm going to go back to school too, and I'm going to get all I can get. You know what I mean? So all of it. Look, here's a message to the African American children, and you know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to tell you all just to go to school, but I'm there to support you. I'm there to fill in the gap and be a support as well, because it takes a village to be an example. How many of you all African Americans agree with that? It takes a village just to be an example. So I am willing to be a great example, whether it's through my lifestyle, whether it's through my eating, or whether it's through whatever it is that I'm doing. You know what I mean? Whether it's on the job, like I go to work, I'm there not to just only just represent myself and just to come, just to say I'm making some money, or I'm here to receive a paycheck. No, I'm not there to do that. Not only just that, I'm there to represent not only just myself, but I'm there to represent the other people that works with me, because I believe in working with everybody. You know what I mean? I believe in working with the whole company. You know what I mean? To represent the company, the people that own it, or whatever. You know, that's the way I see things. You know. I'm there to make sure that the customers have, just make sure that that when the food that they eating, that the food that is being cooked, maybe just being sanitized, making sure that you get pretty much get the point. Making sure that they're not getting anything that's gonna make them sick, stuff like that. That is my job, and that's what I do. When I go to work, I don't go just to say, oh, I'm going to just for myself. But I'm going to represent all of the other employees that work there. Everybody that works in there, especially the African American people. And I'm not excluding other race of people, so please don't misunderstand me. The only thing that I'm doing is that if I can put a smiling face on somebody's face, then I'm happy and I'm good. And I want to make sure that I'm helping the African American men and women too as well. They come first. And so with that being said, I'll come back and I will talk more about that. Right now I'm going to switch topics if you all don't mind. But I love you African American men and women. And like I said, a lot of you may be saying, well, you ain't coming. I wish I can come in contact with the guy or whatever. Well, I mean, like I said, if I see somebody face to face, by the grace of God, I'll be willing to make a sacrifice and share what I have. You know what I mean? That's just me. That's just the type of person that I am. And you can't tell people that you love them and you don't show it. You know what I mean? You can't do that. So I don't believe in doing that. You know what I mean? Because that's why I say I thank God for my family and everything. But I will come back and talk about that at another time. So until then, you all. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead on and I'm going to go to another switch topics right now. And I just want to read something from Patriarchs and Prophets, if you all don't mind. Okay, so here I go. It's coming from page 10, the Tower of Babel. The Tower of Babel. And this goes back to the story of Noah, the families of the sons of Noah, is how the earth overspread it. And it just... You know what I mean? And we all came from this end. It goes all the way back to Adam, but Noah, after this, when the flood and all of this here came into existence, and then after the flood, men have built their own way of, what I mean? That's how we got all this confusion in the world. You know what I mean? From the Tower of Babel, that's where it stemmed from. You know what I mean? Everything that is going on in our world now, it all stemmed from our genetics. Every day is a generation. That's what a day is. And a day in Bible prophecy stands for a whole year. So I'm gonna go ahead on and I'm gonna read this in. To the desolated earth, which the flood had so lately swept from its moral corruption, God had preserved but one family, the household of Noah, to whom he had declared, "Thee have I seen righteous before me in this generation." Genesis chapter 7 verse 1. God was talking directly to Noah. Yet indeed the three sons of Noah were speedily the families of the sons of Noah was Shem, Ham, and Jacob, who were to be the founders of the human race, was foreshadowing the character of their father. You know what I mean? It all went back to, that the character building and the character line, how Noah trained his families, and how Noah how he walked with God. And then that's why it's so important to live a holy life before your children. And I'm still growing, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have to come back and do another report or do another episode and reiterate some things in here. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Until then, you all take care. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And I will be back. All right. Bye.